The Soviet Union, officially known as the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, was founded in 1922. Its creation followed the collapse of the Russian Empire after the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution, which overthrew the centuries-old monarchy. The Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, envisioned a society where power belonged to the people, and private ownership of land and industry was eliminated. From the very beginning, however, centralized control dominated. The Communist Party became the sole authority, and opposition was not tolerated. Lenin's government implemented policies to nationalize industries and collectivize agriculture. The idea was to modernize the country rapidly and create a strong socialist economy. Despite lofty ideals, the transition was brutal. Forced labor, famine, and political purges accompanied the reforms. Millions of peasants resisted collectivization, resulting in widespread suffering and death. Yet, the Soviet Union began to transform. Cities expanded, factories were built, and infrastructure development accelerated. By the 1930s, the country was slowly emerging as an industrial power. The first years of the USSR were marked by a constant tension between ideology and survival. Leaders promoted socialist ideals of equality and progress, but the reality of repression and hardship shaped the lives of ordinary citizens. Education and literacy campaigns improved over time, reflecting the state's focus on molding a new generation of socialist citizens. After Lenin's death in 1924, Joseph Stalin consolidated power and became the unquestioned leader of the Soviet Union. Under his rule, the country underwent a radical transformation. Stalin launched a series of 5-year plans aimed at rapid industrialization. The focus was on building heavy industries, expanding infrastructure, and transforming the USSR into a self-sufficient industrial giant. While the industrial growth was impressive, it came at a horrific human cost. Millions of peasants were forced into collective farms, and resistance was brutally suppressed. Political purges eliminated perceived enemies within the Communist Party and the military. The period became synonymous with fear, surveillance, and absolute control. Stalin's policies reshaped the social and economic landscape. Urban centers expanded, factories increased production, and the Soviet Union began to rival other major powers in industry and military capability. Education and propaganda programs reinforced loyalty to the state, and citizens were expected to conform to strict ideological standards. Despite the climate of fear, the USSR achieved remarkable economic growth. By the late 1930s, the country had established a strong industrial base capable of producing machinery, weapons, and infrastructure on a scale unmatched in Russia's previous history. Stalin's authoritarian leadership created both a superpower in the making and a society marked by oppression and suffering.